to the traditionalists out here. Stop picking and choosing which time period of tradition you want to pick from. Because we had a tradition where little boys in the stage of puberty would go there and fight lions. I talk about bringing traditional women, traditional families back. I don't see none of y'all going out there and fighting a tiger. I don't see none of y'all wrestling alligators unless y'all some hillbilly, hackabilly, rockabilly, knock. Because if we want to pick and choose traditions, the traditional woman was out there getting sacrificed to God somewhere. On top of women need to be virgins and a high body count. Excuse me, men. Men with your filthy penises, men. Men with your dick cheese, men. The traditional man was supposed to be a virgin too. Or get castrated. Don't know if y'all know that. You know you lost your look. You want that? Y'all really out here just be picking the tradition that suits you. What y'all want is a civilized era by giving women 18th century rulings. Because traditionally you used to wash your clothes with piss. Let's not forget our history. That was a thing. Piss clothing was a thing. Traditionally, men were going dead at the ripe old age of 16 into wars and dying and not coming back. Do you really want to die a virgin? Because if we want to pick our traditions, we need to pick an equal tradition for all. I'm talking World War, risk of nuclear death, Great Depression. Give me all. Give me all. Let's not forget pneumonia, polio, and bronchitis. They was, the Black Plague, the bubonic plague. They was rifling back then. Let's pick our traditions carefully. Because if it wasn't for women breaking out of most of these traditions, none of this would have been possible. Remember how the saying goes, behind every great man is an even greater woman? Statistics show that when a man has a woman behind him, he can do even more than he could have done on his own. But you know what statistics show for women? Women can do all of that with no man. The statistics literally show that. Why does a man need to rely on a woman? A woman doesn't necessarily need to rely on a man to do just as good or even better. So when you pick your statistics as well, pick your accurate statistic. Don't just be like, oh, yes, a woman with statistics. Being a 2-page study done by some incel in the 1900s. Full of bias and lack of factuality. Yeah, okay, let's go with that. Let's talk about the real reason why men don't want a woman with a high body count. But you know what? I'll save that for another video. The pandemic is a good example of statistics. You had a large increase when it comes to negative social media influence and depression in men. You had more men going to social media for advice, being negatively influenced by that. More men suffering from depression than ever before. And I can't say ever before. It's just that people believe men and mental health in men isn't a thing, so they've never really done studies. I mean, for example, they say women are emotional. And a man punching a hole in the wall, I guess that's not emotional. Yeah, we should have been studies on men a long time. We should have been doing it a long time. You know what also one of them studies out? During the pandemic, women flourished. Women that work from home did way better than male counterparts in the same job. Whilst in office would have been a totally different story. Fishy? Women were out there starting successful businesses, bringing more money to the economy, while men were out here looking for Andrew Tate. The Tate tradition.